All right, next we're going to go ahead, we're going to do the power reduction formulas. So I don't think there's any problems on them. It's just part of the coherence of the section. So if you're just looking to solve problems, I'm just going to derive the videos or just derive the power reduction and the half angle formulas in this video. Okay, not going to do any problems. Okay, so power reduction formula. So we're going to start from cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x equals cosine of 2x. Okay, but now what we can think about at cosine squared of x, what is this in red? Okay, cosine squared of x, we can think of cosine squared of x as 1 minus sine squared of x, right? That's remember, cosine squared of x plus sine squared of x equals 1. So cosine squared of x is 1 minus sine squared of x. Okay, so from here we get 1 minus 2 sine squared of x equals cosine 2x. We write an extra step in there. So this was 1 minus sine squared of x minus this sine squared of x. Okay, so we get 1 minus 2 sine squared of x equals cosine 2x. Okay, now from here we're going to go ahead and solve for sine squared of x, or sine of x. So I'm going to move this to this side, this to this side, and I'm going to get 1 minus cosine 2x equals 2 sine squared of x. And so dividing by 2 and taking the square roots, I get sine of x is, sine squared of x, not taking the square root yet, is going to be 1 minus cosine 2x divided by 2. Okay, so now, we don't have many questions about this in this class. However, when you get to calculus, particularly calculus 2, this will be one of the most important trigonometric identities you use. Okay, so it's good to sort of have that. Along with that, there's another one. So let's start with the same place again. Now here, the only difference is we're going to replace sine squared of x with 1 minus cosine squared of x. Okay, so now when we do that, what are we going to get? We're going to get cosine squared of x minus 1 minus cosine squared of x equals cosine 2x. Okay, so now we're going to have, what is that? 2 cosine squared of x minus 1 is cosine 2x. Okay, so cosine squared of x is going to be 1 plus cosine 2x divided by 2. Oh, wow. That looks very similar, right? Okay, and they do. That's good. I don't want black highlighter. That's going to cover it up. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, from here, we're going to get also the half angle identities. Okay. So let's go ahead and take these, and we're going to take the square root of them. Okay, so if we take the square root here, we're going to get sine of x is plus or minus square root of 1 minus cosine 2x divided by 2. Cosine x is plus or minus the square root of 1 plus cosine 2x divided by 2. Okay, so now all we have to do is we just replace x by 1/2 theta. Okay, so our half angle identities our half angle, let me write that better. Our half angle identities, okay, are sine of theta over 2. Theta's ugly. Sine of theta over 2 is plus or minus square root of 1 minus cosine theta divided by 2. Cosine theta over 2 is plus or minus square root of 1 plus cosine theta divided by 2. And tangent of theta over 2, that's just sine over cosine, the 2's cancel. Is it always plus? We got to think about that. Let's say plus or minus. Because the plus or minus is something we're going to have to determine. Okay, it's not just always plus or minus. It doesn't cancel here like you might think. Okay, but the tangent is going to be plus or minus 1 minus cosine theta over 1 plus cosine theta. All right. All right, we'll come back in the next video and we will use these. All right, see you there.